Hello and welcome back to my channel Winter Guitars. Now that the Great Guitar Build Off Unofficial is pretty much over, so at this point the 30 were selected and now they've narrowed it down to the 5. So I wanted to give it a little break. I had about a week and a half, a little time off, and now I'm going to start my next project. And that's why we're here. I want to show you guys what I'm thinking, where I might want to go, and see if you want to follow along, see if you enjoy it. But we're on to the next build. So what I have right here, down here, which you can't see right this second, I'm going to bring the camera in, is the design of something that I've been wanting to build. So take a look. So funny, I just did this whole segment and forgot to turn the camera on. So everybody does it. Here it is. Oh well. So what we're looking at is a PRS Custom 24. Now this is a full-scale drawing. So everything here I can use and basically cut out. I can use it for templates, everything. Now I've been wanting to do a PRS style guitar for quite some time, and I'm going to show some pictures there that what inspired me to even think about doing this. Okay, so take a look, see if you want to follow along. I think this will be a tremendously fun build. All right, a couple things I'm going to do differently. Okay, number one, I like the 594. I like that Paul Reed Smith. That's what's been really catching my eye. It follows the Les Paul kind of feel more than the PRS. For some reasons, like you have the toggle switch up here. Let me see. I'm not going to be doing a floating bridge. I don't want something like that. I'm going to do a tailpiece, not a hardtail, but I'm going to be doing a tailpiece like a typical one that you might see on a Les Paul. Let me see. We're not going to be doing the traditional headstock of the PRS, of course. I'll do my own flavor of that. I won't be doing the inlays like a Les Paul either. I'm sorry, not Les Paul, PRS either. So the interesting, this will be my first time doing a set neck, glued in neck. I haven't done those yet. Everything I've been doing has been bolt on. So that'll be kind of fun. And this one's also going to have an angle. So we'll have a neck angle coming off of this. So that'll be kind of fun too. There'll be some carving involved, carving around the edges here. There are some things about the PRS that I do not like. And that's like sometimes there's a really hard edge around the outside from where the carve comes out. I don't really care for that. I want a nice flow, nice soft edge. So either way, you do things the way you like to do it. It's just, that's the way it's going to be. But I'm basing, and everything I'm going to be doing is going to be based off of the scale and the length here of the PRS Custom 24, okay? Now, even with this, this drawing actually even gives you indication of the different wood. So I can see right here, basically, typically it's the mahogany that's down below here. Then you usually have about a 1-inch cap of flame maple that they carve down. Also for the neck, mahogany. So that'll be the next part. We're going to go into the shop. I'm going to show you some of the wood and go over exactly what I have and what I'm going to be using. Now I do have options. All right. I do have mahogany. I can do a mahogany body. I do have mahogany for a neck. I can easily do a mahogany neck. I have book matched 1-inch thick flame maple. I have enough to do 2 or 3 guitars actually with that. So I will have that. That's not going to be the issue. The other thing is I do have roasted flamed maple that I could do for a neck as well. I have that sitting down in the shop. I'm just not sure if I just want to stick to a complete, the traditional mahogany neck, flame maple top. Let me see. I also have, what is that? Sapele? I can't remember. It's a lot like a mahogany, and I have a bunch of that downstairs as well, or in the shop, so I could easily use that as well. So this is where I'm going. This is where we're going to start. If you want to follow along the journey, you want to take a look, see how things are going, you know, let's get going. Let's try it out. Hello and welcome back. Now we're going to talk about the wood that we're going to use for this new PRS build. Okay, so let's go. So yeah, I just watched the videos. Ben put out the 5 top in order. So congratulations to everyone who won. That is awesome. Great work. Like some of the stuff that was built out there, just absolutely amazing. So I have to say that. Kudos. Now, in the meantime, while I've been kind of here waiting to do my next build and, you know, put up some videos, I took down the, I don't know, it was like packing blankets I had that were covering the walls and stuff like that in the beginning. So I rearranged the workspace, gave myself at least another, and I'll show you, at least another 2 to 3 feet to my left. Extra room, put up some wood boards here, starting to put up some French cleat system. So I'll have another one of these over here and stuff like that. I haven't even had time to really make a lot of stuff. I'm just kind of starting to throw things up. I got a chalkboard reminding me that I need to put it up, so on and so forth. And I did get a 14-inch bandsaw. Obviously used, but found a great deal. Somebody local, you know, just trying to get rid of a nice bandsaw. And he had a bunch of extra blades, so I'm psyched. So now I got a big boy bandsaw and I'm ready to do some work. All right, so let's take a look at what I have here, okay? There's quite a few things I can do. Input from you guys be a great idea, but either way, I'm gonna kind of try to get this all done up. All right, so let's start. What I have here is a piece of mahogany. The mahogany here is 1 3/4 inches and let's see, 7 inches wide. So we'd do probably at least a 2-piece body. That's pretty much what it would be if I use the mahogany here. So I would just cut this down, shape it up, plane it, get it down to size, and glue those together. Get 2 pieces, 2 sweet pieces, glue them together. I will be starting off by doing a template of the body, so that way I know exactly what I need to do here. So there's an alternative. I have a nice piece of mahogany here that I can use for a body. I do also, I have a mahogany board, which I was planning on using for a neck. Now this, let me see, 3.5 inches wide. It's about 2 inches thick. Should be able to get a nice neck out of that. Be pretty simple, pretty easy. So I was planning on, well, at least my first initial thoughts are do a nice mahogany neck. The thing I don't like, and not that it matters because I could probably stain or I'll do something on the back or the neck, but the actual hue, the color of the body mahogany and the color of the neck mahogany are slightly different. This one's a little more orangish, where this one's a little more brown. I don't know if that will change as we start to get into it, but if I see the color difference, it's gonna, I don't know why I'm anal, but it'll kind of start to bother me. I was hoping to get something that was perfect, but I bought these at separate times at a local lumber yard. So there we go with that. Now, for the top, what I have here, 1 inch thick, book matched flame maple. Now, I don't know how much of a flame maple you can actually see on this from that camera shot. So I'll try to bring it up here. If I threw some water on it, you would see, but I mean, this is a nice flame all the way through on both sides. So, and I can at least, even if I just cut this here to do a top, I have a whole nother guitar I can make out of this. That being said as well, I don't have to use an inch. I mean, I don't. You look at some of the guitars out there. Like, I could easily, just cut this down, cut it in half, rip it, and do roughly. It'll be a little under a ½ inch thick maple as well. I'm trying to look at what the typical PRS. I think they use somewhere close to an inch thick maple top because they do a lot of carving. And again, since we are kind of following this, I don't have to do it 100%. I don't have to go fully that way. I could easily get 4 guitar bodies out of this for a nice top. So still debating on that, okay? Not that I'm cheap, but I am to see what I can get out of it. But I'm excited about that. I think that'll be a nice top, to be honest. Another alternative I have here, same place I got the Flame Bookmatch Maple there. I also got a roasted Flame Maple board here, and I'm pretty sure this was like a 4A, something like that. The grade on this was very, very nice. And again, I'll try to get something up a little closer, but it doesn't do it justice. This is a beautiful piece of wood. Now this, I think it's a little over 5 feet. No, it's 4 feet. It's 51.5 inches long. Definitely easily get a nice neck out of this. There'd be no doubt. 3.5 inches wide. Looking at it, it's over an inch. It's about an inch and an eighth for thickness. So I can definitely easily get a nice top out of neck out of this. That being said, I'd hate to use this for something other than just a neck, but I mean, I could easily just even cut a nice slice out of this, long slice, and sandwich it in between the maple. So I have like a nice flamed, roasted flame maple down the middle with the mahogany on the sides. So I have some ideas, some alternatives here. But typically most of the necks I've been doing have been a laminate neck of different woods. So, I mean, to make this one just plainly out of mahogany, be fine. It'd be cool. So there's our choices here. Either way, no matter what I do, I need to get this started. If I'm going to do the body out of the mahogany, I need to get this planed down. I need to get this flattened for a nice straight edge on both sides so I can glue them up. My other alternative, and a little dusty, so it happens in the shop. All right, I do have a nice, this is a beautiful piece of Sapele. This has already been laminated. I glued this together almost a year ago, actually, and I haven't even used it. But again, a gorgeous piece of wood. And I could use this, instead of the mahogany, I could just literally take this and start using this and cut out the body shape. Plane it down so it's a little thinner, because we're going to want to put that maple, flame maple top on, right? This is just a little over 1.5 inches, okay? So I can easily use this. To be honest, I'm going to get the camera over here so you guys can see shots as I'm doing this, because you might get an idea, but the grain on this Sapele, which I won't see how good the grain, how beautiful it is. You know how mahogany looks anyways, but I have heard, and it's funny, I bought this down in Miami. So I lived in Florida for a few years, and I was picking up my lumber down at Miami at a lumber yard. And it was funny because when I went and picked out a lot of the wood, they, at the lumber yard, said that they also supply, Gibson, they supply Dean guitars with wood. They were supplying a lot of, they named several different guitar companies that they were supplying wood for. But they had said that a lot of the times, the reason I picked up the Sapele was that they said that a lot of the times the builders were, some of them, I'm not saying anything, but they'd get the Sapele because it's like a close cousin, or very close to what a mahogany looks like anyways. So I had picked it up, and I still have more, but I put these two together, and I want to see how it is. So if I wanted to save time, And again, this has a beautiful, beautiful grain. I could easily just use this. And at this point, I don't know. I might just do that just to get the ball rolling. So I just need to cut it out, plane it down a little more. So that's where we sit right now. Either way, let's get some, going to start with some templates. I need to get a template done for the body, and I need to get a template done for the neck. So I'm going to start by doing those and get that out of the way. And from there, then I could basically cut out a body shape here. In fact, I already have a body shape drawn on this, which is really funny. But I could cut a body shape out of this and then plane. So my big thing too is I could use hand planers. I suck at hand planing. Okay, I'm going to tell you straight up that there's one thing I'm not good at is using a hand plane. And I got to get better at that. But the planer I have, basically I can get 12.5 inches wide. And I mean, that's even pushing it. Luckily, a lot of the bodies that I've been doing, they're usually, once you draw them out and you cut them close, they're close to 12 inches anyways. It's about what I get on my depth. So once I cut out the body, I can run them through my planer anyways. I want to look and take a look at the PRS template there, because I think that was actually close to 12.5, maybe even 13 inches. I got to take a look for the width, so I could actually cut something like that out and it'd be fine. So this is what we're looking at. This is what we're going to be doing. So let's go. Now we have one drawing here, and this one, like I said, does the side. It shows the body all together. Pretty cool. But we also have a second drawing that lays out each piece individually. So let me see, I have the body here, I have the back. You can see where the routes are, like for the neck pocket, stuff like that. Anyways, the actual pieces, the back plates, and the neck. This one would probably be the good one to start to trace for that for the guitar body template. So
days without water along the sun-soaked road, we crossed over borders to get where we are, and it's all for you, it's all for you, it's all for you, it's all for you. I did it all for you, it's all for you, it's all for you, it's all for you. Nights without sleeping 'cause you fear the night, and days without eating 'cause it ain't enough for two, and it's all for you, it's all for you, it's all for you, it's all for you. I did it all for you, it's all for you, it's all for you.
okay, so I drew my center line. It's lined up with the actual split of the wood. I want my center line right where the two pieces join, actually. Not that you have to, but that's what I want. So, let me see. I can double side tape this down. Let's see how it goes.
It's all for you. 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 I did it all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. Look out, here she comes, the woman that I love. It's too bad she'll never know. Yeah, I can't tell her how I feel, because she has someone who makes her happy. I'm a ghost in these walls, or at least I try to be. 'Cause I hope that I'm not showing how I feel for her, but she won't feel the same for me. I've got this picture in my mind. It's just the two of us, just the two of us. But I know I have to try to let her go, because she won't be mine. I listen when she talks, I watch her when she walks. She's giving me these feelings that I've never felt before, but she will never know that I love her so well. She's with somebody else and I will have to let her go.
Okay, so it's the next morning. I just want to see where we're at. I did a little cleaning up. So yesterday, my bandsaw broke, the new one, and what it actually ended up being was the lower tension area. There's a part here, and the cast iron just cracked when I was tightening it. Maybe I tightened it too hard. Muscles, you know. Not sure. I had to order another piece. Won't be here till next week. It was hard even finding the piece online, but I found it on eBay. Anyways, that'll be here next week. So I can still get by without it, but it totally stinks because I changed the blade, and man, that thing was cutting like butter. It was just like pushing the wood through. It was just eating it right up. Really, really nice. So anyways, so we have our template for PRS style guitar. Got that out of the way. Did the body, the main Sapele, and I sanded it up a little. I planed it. So let me see. At this point, we're looking at. We're still gonna have to come down on it, pretty sure. But either way, I think it's around 1.4 inches. Yeah, 1.4. We did have the taro. What I did is I packed it with glue and dust. The Sapele dust and some pieces. I'm trying to see if I can fill it in. If I can't, I'm just going to cut it off. It's not a big deal. It's just a little bit that I would be taking off of the upper horn. And, you know, I want to have something like a PRS, but it doesn't have to be exact. Like, that stuff doesn't concern me. So we'll see how that goes. Let me see. So I flattened out. I don't have a joiner, but you know, there's ways you can work around not having a joiner to get a good flush and level fit to glue two boards up. So I have an electric planer, which really doesn't do it. It tends to, no matter how many times I use it, and I've seen videos online, people talking about like, oh, this is how you do it. I do it. It doesn't matter. I still get some sort of a bow where it planes more in the middle and not on the edges when I'm trying to plane. But I did clean it up with the electric planer. And then I just take a flat level with sandpaper on it. And I slowly, just how I would do my necks actually, and draw out a line and sand it back and forth until I've hit every spot and I can see that I'm hitting every spot. And then I test it and it's level as, I mean, it's right on. So I did that with these two boards. It only took me like 10 minutes. And then I glued them up. So here is the boards. Now, this is the actual backside that I was planning on using. So I don't know. I'm not sure which side to use because they both look stellar, to be honest. Like the flame going up the middle here on this piece is incredible, and then it kind of follows through, and then there's this like dark wood grain that you see sometimes in the maple. That looks really cool. Then we have this side. I'll try to give some better views, but the flame coming up through the middle here is good. Here seems like there's less flame right in these spots, but I don't know. I'm torn on which side to really use because they're both pretty nice. Something's telling me to use this side for some reason. I don't know. I'll see. So that's where we are. I do have templates, and they're not exact, they're very close, but it gets me to where I need to be, and then I can just hand get it down to what I want. So I have the top of the neck, side profile of the neck. That should be fine. So where we go from here. Alright, so from here, if I am going to do the toggle up here, volume, tone knob down here, cavity piece. Now will I do 4 knobs, like 2 tones, 2 volumes? I almost think it's overkill. I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the recessed, do the 2 knobs, maybe do the toggle up here. I will need a cavity that I can bring the wires all the way down. Now's a nice time to do that before I glue this up. I drew out where the pickups go. I could actually start to, again, the maple will be on top, and that's going to be right in the center, so we're really not going to take a lot of meat off of this area right here when I carve out from the top. So so I could just at least, you know, start to route out where the pickups go, and I could probably just put them into the template, so I can just lay the template on and then route through. So pretty much that's where I'm at. That's what I'm going to do. I think the whole point is I want to get the body finished up. And when I say the body finished up, it's not 100%. I'm saying I want the body so I can glue my maple on and clean it up. That's what I want to get to on the body. And then I'm going to jump over to starting the neck. And again, since that neck, I'm probably going to just use the mahogany. Since that's like just a one piece, it's really just drawing it up. Make sure it's plain, nice and flat on the top so I get that truss rod in. And cutting it out. Well, that's where we're at. So if you like this, there'll be another one coming with more material. Just continuing the build. I have several other builds that I'm considering. Like I said, there's always a build. There's always something going on. And I'm going to start doing some more reviews of stuff. I have some equipment in my office next door where I play, and I have all my stuff that I wanted to start showcasing. So I'll be doing that as well. Either way. Also, during the Great Guitar Build-Off, the Unofficial, I think I was more concerned with just trying to get it done, and I was not rushing, but I don't think I had a rapport with you, the audience, or whatever. So I feel a little more relaxed now that that's all over and done with. So I'm just going to be myself. So you might hear me chitter-chattering a little more. And I have some funny ideas. So I might throw some stuff in. That's all I'm trying to say. It might be get a little interesting because that's who I am. It's just before I was just, I wasn't sure what to do. I just wanted to get it done. So I'm going to start this, get this out of the way, and you can wait for that next video. All right, till next time. Check it.